I've been called names. I think I have a company. But for those of you who know me, I don't care, madam. I don't care. I serve my conscience and I serve Uganda. Once you don't offend my conscience and once you don't stand in a way to serve Uganda, really I will take you on. That's why we are here today. So, why am I thanking the private sector? It has not been easy because I have pushed them. I've pushed my officers, but I've also pushed the private sector to appreciate. The first message was, you are in a business that you don't understand. You must secure your business. Because I was saying, these clips and these girls who are trafficked, if you don't clear that side, it will always offend your business. However good your businesses be, we must clear the traffickers. We must also attend to those girls who are victims of trafficking. If we nurse them and we redirect them, then the population will think that, first of all, you are parents, you are not business, you are business but parent, you have the human face. They are accepted. That's why, Honorable Rakaja, I'm inviting you that you go to Entebbe, the ED will organize, we'll have a reception center, fully equipped with a counselor, with a medical doctor, at the cost of the private sector profit. For me, I'm Modomo, I don't have money. Yes, I have to admit. So that is a plus on the private sector. I persuaded them. I persuaded them that you people, I realized that this industry is not only means of labor. Means of internal affairs affects you if there are no passport books. If they don't deliver on passport books, then you cannot travel. Ministry of Works manages the airport. I don't manage the airport, so I must bring them on board. Judge, they must understand that we are facilitating private sector. That is our role, all of us as government, to facilitate the private sector. So they must not really delay, because we have a national ID. What's the purpose of a national ID? I think that is real. That is the debate. So 24 hours debate, as if this was my private business. But because of the children of Uganda, I had to put in this time. So, before you lifted the ban, but before I could lift the ban, I had to be sure that there was monitoring. I had 4 officers, as you have heard, with no money. So I called the private sector. I said, you know what? I'm not going to lift the ban unless you put a monitoring mechanism. Because the rule asks me to monitor, but you should also monitor the children you have placed. So what do we do? They said, Honourable Minister, you tell us what to do, then we shall do it. All of this is in harmony. Discussion and agreement. They go and mobilize their members, and you give me the money. So we first with the a liaison officer in Riyadh, because that's where the major problem was. So when I hear people saying that we have not done any good work, when I convinced the government of Saudi Arabia to give children on arrival a phone, not a SIM card but a phone, we have developed systems to monitor and track children where they are, to report on their problems and so on. So if you don't have information, honorable, and others, we should not fight on the floor. My office was always open. I'm always there. Ask me that, I will come to your office for the sake of the children to discuss. So otherwise we wouldn't be here if I was not really discussing with everybody. Now, as if that was not enough, I realized when I discussed with where you supply, people were saying, oh no, Minister, I want to take Ugandan girls, they are kind, but they are slow. So productivity was an issue. I came back, I told the director, I think we need to enforce pre-departure training. And we designed a very good program for these girls. Many girls, actually, to be polite, parents were trafficking their own children. Because if you send somebody to work, and you don't allow somebody to find her money or his money, then what is the difference between you and somebody who traffics this individual? So every girl who lives now must have a bank account managed by herself. 2, you must go through a pre-departure training. And one of the courses in there is financial management. You know, anybody who has never got $1 million, you think that $1 million is a lot of money. But if you took at a two-bedroomed house, a two-bedroomed house, what is the cost? If this girl or boy knew the cost of a house, a two-bedroom house, without land, one would plan better. One would leave Uganda knowing, no, I'm going to work for 2 years to buy land and manage myself, rest a bit, go back and work, and then I can buy some mabati or something, so that you plan your life. But some people were told that as long as you get on the plane and you get there, you become a billionaire, which was misinformation. From that training alone, retention is 99%. Yes, retention of the girls that were placed is 99%. By the time I took over, many girls were coming back, because we also take them through bigger problems, medium problems, and small problems. If I went to an Arab lady and she calls me a monkey, am I a monkey? Really, am I a monkey? No. If I'm black, so what? Being black is beautiful. So that's a small problem. A bigger problem, having no privacy, no meals, beating, non-payment of my salary. Those are bigger problems. But if you left your village in Budaka or Mokono to go and work, and you think because somebody calls you a monkey and you think you'll pack your bags and come, you are missing the point. Thirdly, there was misrepresentation that this is a contractual obligation. People are not telling these girls that this is a contract. So you need to take these girls and boys through a contract. What are the challenges of a contractual obligation? And if you breach, what happens? So those were gaps. So to build this empire to this level, it's not just have a law. No, you must put in, you must feel, because the law does not talk. In order to find the gaps, you must make the law talk so that you see the gaps and you plug the gaps. So I'm happy that we are celebrating this office space. And I hope that you have made your issues known. Because government now has no alternative but to give me the money to secure the borders so that the traffickers cannot take our children, to secure the airport 24 hours a day. Yeah. Now I have only one officer. He works 8 hours. That is government program. Then in the evening, people are doing. But members, you must also be truthful to yourself. Some people have not been very good. Yes. That's why I'm stating here that for Kalenji company, it was very unfortunate. And we are going to handle it. But for people who take children's money and you don't place them, I'm not going to defend you. Yes, you have to fix that's a contractual obligation. It's between you and your clients, not the minister. What has the minister to do with that? So for those people, so one of the divisions canon, I did not defend the people when a state machinery went and bounced on some members because they had issues with their clients. And I'm stating that's not my role as a minister. The other issue, the problem was this office space. Why is it late? So private sector, you must learn that the regulator is government, is big bureaucracy. I'm not the Attorney General, but the Attorney General is my lawyer. And without the Attorney General, I cannot move. So you wanted me to write the Chiganda agreement, Mukwaya, in it? My friend, no. Having worked this far, I cannot afford to end up in Ruzira. No, I cannot. So my sincere apologies that government is slow because it's short of taxes, but I have to work within a bureaucracy, but finally I have delivered. My sincere apologies, the private sector. Yes, at least I have given you a strong association, and we are going to have a strong association because there are benefits in having a strong association. You can imagine 182 companies. Today the departure delayed offices. The vetting process is long. So what will happen if I shorten the process? That worked because you are in discussion and everything is smooth. Then what will separate you tomorrow? So I create another UAERA, then the others doesn't come well, the hair and you see the hair, then another. My friend, I'm not taking that route. So we are going to stay together, thin, thick, rain, sunshine, one UAERA. And the privilege I have as a minister with my officers, it is me to recognize. You can't force me to recognize you, but you can persuade me to recognize you. So don't push me not to recognize you if you want. Persuade me if you have good reasons. But I must also tell you that the expectations are high, both from our children, my private sector, and everybody. It's understandable. The pressure is high. Why? Because the biggest problem we have at our hands is unemployment, and the expectations of the young people. So I can understand. That's why I have put in all this time. So I'm glad that my officers have committed that we are going to speed up. Judge also acknowledged that we need to speed up. Minister of Internal Affairs is putting up a desk for this business to handle this matter.